Hey there, everybody. Thanks for tuning in again. So today we're doing more Foundations Standard, and today's deck is a deck actually I found that came out of Japan, and it's a different take on the Bant Auras deck that you might be seeing on Arena in Best of One. This one has definitely a different build, and seemed to have pretty good degree of success. Now there are no new Foundation cards in the deck, but since this is a deck that was played during while Foundations has been in Standard, it falls under that category. And it's your typical Auras deck with the fact that you do have Sheltered by Ghosts, which is really the card that really helps power the auras behind your creatures, and it's an enchantment. We have Audacity, Shard Mage's Rescue, and Ethereal Armor. And then we also have a bunch of other enchantment creatures. Calyx, Guided by Fate, which is fantastic for putting +1/+1 counters on your creatures, but also if you're an enchanted creature you control deals damage, you can make a copy of a non-legendary enchantment, which is really useful for making additional copies of Sheltered by Ghosts or Enduring Innocence, or just anything you might need during the game when you're making the token. This also has Silent Hall Creeper, which is pretty good, giving itself counters, card draw, and allowing it to become a copy of another creature you control. It's interesting. I found that if you have two of these on the battlefield, you can actually have them become copies of each other, which resets the options you can choose. So you can put counters on your creature again and draw cards and continue the loop of making it a copy of another Silent Creeper, Hall Creeper, if it's on the battlefield. We do have 4 copies of Slumbering Keepguard. This is an interesting card because it's a common out of Wilds of Eldraine, and whenever enchantment you control enters, you can scry 1, but you can also pump it to give it a +1/+1 for each enchantment you control. You can get pretty big as the game goes on and your opponents don't do anything about it. You can actually swing for lethal with it if you pump it. And then we have Optimistic Scavenger, really good for putting +1/+1 counters on a creature when an enchantment enters under your control or you unlock a room. Just more ways to pump your team. We have 1 copy of Skrelv, which is really nice, given one of your creatures hexproof from a color and can't be blocked by that color. And then we have Mockingbird. I found this is pretty good if you need an additional copy of a creature you have, or you might want to copy something that your opponent has on the battlefield. You're able to make a nice copy of it, but it's a bird and it has flying too. And some of the other secret tech that this deck had that I didn't see in any of the other Auras deck is Surge of Salvation. This is a really good card against some of the aggressive black and red decks. The fact that it gives you and permanents you control hexproof is really powerful. So it can protect you against stuff targeted like discard spells, or protect any of your creatures or your whole team of creatures if they're being multi-targeted. Plus, I found that since it prevent all damage from black and red sources, like a lot of those really good black creatures have death touch, this can help prevent that damage, allowing your creature to survive to be able to deal damage to that creature and kill it. So deck's running 21 lands, so it's a little light on land, but it has a really low mana curve, and it gets really aggressive. So if it goes unchecked, your opponents are going to be in a lot of trouble. One last card I wanted to point out is Gremlin Tamer. It's got 2 copies of this to take advantage of you casting all the enchantment cards, and it spits out a Gremlin token, so that's kind of nice for building your team there. So that's the deck. Figure let's go ahead and hop on the ladder and see if we can get some wins with it. Okay, so we are on the play. Yeah, it's a playable hand. Let's go ahead and give it a shot here. Ah, bummer. Of all the spells, too. And since it says each opponent, start targeting us, so we can't use our Surge of Salvation on it. Darn it. At least it replaces itself. Go ahead and play the Slumbering Keepguard. We'll hold on to that. Because we'll play this one and it might die horribly. Let's see here. Man, they're playing cards that just happen to get around the stuff we've got. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and do the Gremlin Tamer. Jace.
Phyrexia's plans are already in motion.
Let's see.
Become subdued.
Jeez. Gonna protect our graveyard with Surge of Salvation. Okay.
Our plans are beyond your comprehension. Efficient solution must be found.
All right. I think I'll put that to the bottom there. We'll attack him. Go ahead, pump it too. They're digging. They're digging for some kind of removal. Yep. Okay, so we've got first strike. Yeah, we'll go ahead and attack. They'll have to block. Then we'll just pump it.
For the sake of Phyrexia, I will keep watch.
Do they mill us?
I will. All your hopes and
Yep.
dreams.
Ah, bummer.
For nothing.
Ah, bummer. We almost had him. Huh. Good hand. Bad mana. Mulligan that. We'll keep this. Got a lot of enchantments we can make good use of. Got to be able to protect them too, though. So I'm going to go ahead and put the Slumbering Keep Guard back. And we'll just roll like that. Ah, bummer. Okay, go ahead. Do an Enduring Innocence. Yeah, actually, I'm going to block there. That thing will get big if it gets out of control. Okay. Okay. So this should do a nice little trick for us. Make a token copy of Sheltered by Ghosts. Oh yeah, take action, sorry. Yeah. We took out both of those. And we'll pass. Oh wow, all sorts of protection there. Let's see if we can end it though. Go ahead and put a... Yeah, attack for lethal. Sweet. That was a good win there. Good bounce back from the previous game. Alrighty, so we are on the play. Yeah, we can keep this. We have some aggressive early start. We can protect our creatures, take out one of their permanents. Let's give it a shot here. Claw. Not bad. We'll keep that. Keeping the planes will active. Bring the Hushward Verge online fully. First light. Bummer. Okay. Oh, definitely keep that. And make our guy bigger. That ward really helps us. All they can really do is target their own Member Heart Challenger and maybe pump it up a little bit to chip away at our life, but the life gains also helped us out as well. Okay. Wonder if this will trigger a scoop. No, not quite yet, I guess. We'll keep that. And go ahead and attack here. Let's see. Go ahead and throw that on him. It's got a ward 4 now, so it's going to get a 2-point bump out of that. You know what? We don't have any blue mana. I should have scryed that to the bottom. Nice. Yeah, I had a feeling they'd scoop eventually. Okay, so we're on the draw. Or, yeah. Don't really like this hand. We have 3 creatures, but they all require blue. We don't have any blue mana. Let's go ahead and mulligan that. Yeah, it's a little better. We'll keep this. Put one of those back. Let's see, Leyline of Hope. Leyline of Hope is in your opening hand. You may begin the game with it on the battlefield. If you gain life, gain that much life +1. And if you have at least 7 or more life, your starting life total, creatures you control get +2/+2. It's pretty good. Alrighty. Bummer. Playing some of our own tricks on us. Let's see. Go ahead and pass there. I'll go ahead and pass. Good thing I kept that in reserve. Had a feeling they'd have something like that. Alright. Yeah, we'll pass here. Okay. All right. Yeah. They've got lethal. Ah, bummer. Yeah, just didn't get any of our life gain or removal on our side, but that's okay. Okay, so we're on the play. Nice. Got all of our mana we need. We have the plans to bring the Blood Farm Verge online. Yeah, let's go ahead and keep this. Okay. We'll just go ahead and attack here. Keep that for sure. Okay. Let's go ahead and attack. And we'll pass. like
Phyrexia showed me the truth. Flesh will always lose.
it's like we might be playing against the Dimir Demons deck, maybe.
Improve upon your ideas.
Okay.
A minor setback to Phyrexia's plan.
Alrighty. Okay, sweet. We'll take that win. That's a good deck that they had there. Okay, so that's the Bant Auras deck. Went 3-2. That's about in line with what I had seen for the Bant Auras win rate. Right, just a little bit above 50%, 51, 52% win rate. So it kind of fell right into that area there. I think if I was to make some changes to this deck, I would probably get rid of the Mockingbird, and Skrelv seems a little slow for this deck, honestly. I'd probably change those cards, maybe put in another Enduring Innocence, another Gremlin Tamer, maybe another Surge of Salvation. I do like the Surge of Salvation. It's a nice blanket strategy against your opponent, especially against the black and red decks. I was pretty happy that we got the win against that Dimir Demons deck. Kind of helped us avenge our loss from the first game. So, yeah, it's a pretty solid deck. It has a lot of potential. You just got to be really careful with your sequencing. One card I did like that, we don't see a lot of is the Slumbering Keep Guard. This thing's pretty cool. It lets you scry. It helps with your card selection when you draw, and also the fact that you can pump it up to get a surprise lethal. It's pretty good. A lot of people don't really pay attention to it, so you just hit him with that pumping up there with your activated ability, and you can swing for the win. So I like it. I think the other thing I might change is take out 2 of the Botanical Sanctums and put in another Razorverge Thicket and a Seachrome Coast. Thought these might work out, but just not enough blue or green to justify it, and we ended up needing white more than we need the blue or green, and we get that with replacing them with the another Razorverge Thicket or a Seachrome Coast. But other than that, I think the deck's pretty solid, pretty fun to play, and it can be a surprise deck that kind of sneaks up on your opponents. So pretty fun. I'll leave a link for this deck list in the video description if you want to check it out and try it out yourself if you've got the cards for it. But yeah, it's pretty fun to play if you're just looking to change things up a bit and try something different. So, but anyway, I think that'll do it today for today's standard video, but I'll be back again soon with some more standard decks. But until next time, everybody, you all take care. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.